Greetings, 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 beautiful beings. So let's talk for a moment. This is Revere Sky's essence. Does Revere Sky words, perspectives, insight count? Does it count? Because AI versus pure food. Now let me tell you something. We all know that you cannot grow to your full potential if you can't tap into the source of life of nature. Okay, you'll then override your cellular structure to be a part of AI too, where you'll become compromised, right? But to direct some of these people who want to latch on to artificial intelligence more than learning about their own intelligence, okay? Let me guide you to something real quick. If you do decide that you want to create your own supercomputer, your own platforms, you at least need to be able to make it so your intranet, not internet, your intranet can be up and running at all times. So a little perspective from me to you. I'm not gonna say advice. I'm not gonna say shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm just gonna say a little perspective from me to you would be to invest in you at least 100-acre solar farm, a lake, a pond, and land for gardening. And then somehow, some way, direct your energy in a battery bank. You need a battery bank just as expensive as a power company, because a power company battery bank only lasts for 4 days. Okay, so by you just pushing computers in your own land, your battery bank could last you up to a month. That's right. While the whole world is blacked out, your world won't be blacked out. Okay, so to all the people out there that don't want to protect the seeds, don't want to protect the farmland, want to jump straight into computers and technology and smartphones and apps and AI, artificial intelligence, but do not want to govern and control the food that comes to your plate. You must already be a robot because you're not trying to snap back on the people who decided to take all the seeds out the food. Okay? So you must don't need food. You must don't need food from source. You must don't need that first, second, and third gen food that can sustain life on its own. Just something to think about. But if you do decide, let me hang up this phone. But if you do decide that you want to operate differently and you want to store your own data, get you a solar farm. Invest in you a solar farm. Invest in you some running water. Invest in you a well. Invest in your own. Get out of these buildings. Get you some land. Get you a solar farm. Get you a well, water well. Get you a lake. And like I say, it's funny how people are clinging to technology, but they don't even want to govern the food. They don't even want to protest about all the chemicals in the food. So like intellect, us monitoring your intellect, the common folks, the normal civilization, the culture. We're monitoring you. We're looking at you. And nobody, y'all got all these skills and y'all able to put everybody together, but y'all are only putting people together on a singular level. When in fact, if we are not nutritional, if we are not nutritional and don't have enough minerals and enzymes and vitamins and stuff in our body, we won't even be able to comprehend what y'all are talking about. Then next, we will have to merge with AI because we don't have enough minerals in our body to sustain. We're too incompetent to protect our own bodily flesh. So, all these resources, all these financial resources, all this popularity, and we can't even shut down these food chains. But we can start building AI. We can start collaborating with AI. Of course, we're already collaborating with AI, but it's just the thought that people put their energy, like certain people felt like they didn't have no love or nothing until they met this person, or they felt like they didn't, like me. What entertains me right about now? Lottery, vegetables, fruit, trees, and living off grid, right? Whereas somebody else would like AI, Bitcoin, everything that is fake, nothing tangible, nothing physical, everything is streaming on data and possibly can even lock them out of the system. That's right. You're banking on something that you may not even be familiar with that can knock you out the system. And remember, you're not the one who built the platform. You're using the platform. You're using the technology. And why did I say that you need a solar farm? So that you can at least connect through your intranet. The reason why I say that is because from a push of a button, somebody can go grid down. But if you got your own solar farm and you got your own battery banks, and it's not an EMP, you are still up and running, whereas everybody else is worried about, oh my God, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, I'm not able to access this, I'm not able to do this, I'm not able to turn my lights on. Whereas if you have the funding and the ability, invest in a solar farm, invest in a lake, invest in land, invest in a water well, because you will still be able to continue to work on everything you need to work on with your computers and stuff. If you was programming something or building something, you might not actually need access to the internet to keep building. Okay? But at the same time, the same way people put energy into all this artificial stuff, but that just shows their mind and mentality when it comes down to ingesting artificial stuff. Think about it long and hard. There's more stuff on the shelf that can outlast us during doomsday, that does not benefit us in any form or fashion, will not feed your brain energy, will not feed your temple energy. But we still allow these manufacturers to put this stuff on the shelf. We still allow these people to bring this food into our communities. We already know that the brothers and sisters are incompetent. We already know the ambassadors that are overly privileged are incompetent. Like, why would you eat something that outlives you? Like, I've done it. I do it. But at the same time, I compensate all that I do with a bunch of fruits and vegetables because I know the stuff that I just ate was a craving and not of intelligence at all. So it's just something to think about. Everybody on the money game, but nobody is worried about we're running out of seeds. Who gonna plant your food? Who gonna grow your food? The enemy gonna grow your food? You gonna let the enemy keep feeding you, bringing you food to your grocery store? Another thing I said, a person that really taps into their Kundalini energy and their third eye awakens, they ain't thinking about no technology. They are the technology. And they would never let AI streamline them. They would never let AI duplicate an artificial copy of them. You stay pure. You stay out of sight. How do the elite move? How do the elite move? The elite move out of sight, out of mind. Something about ancient Egypt and pharaohs. What did they teach you? Never let them know your name. Never let them know what you look like. They never get a chance to see you. And when they never get a chance to see you, they never can manipulate you, do spells on you, or put you in the matrix. You are invisible. Okay? You're invisible. And not only that, you're invincible. Okay? So it's just something to think about. The elite, out of sight, out of mind. Move in silence. But at the same time, how can you continue? How can you continue to eat the slave food and you're not building? That's why I say, are there any men out there that can lead 50 women? Because it's very valuable and it's very important. It's very valuable and it's very important. Because you're going to need these gardens. You're going to need these greenhouses. You're going to need these underground seed bunkers. You're going to need everything. Because from a push of a button, you won't even be able to cut on your cell phone. So, a lot of people say don't worry about doomsday. No, I'm not worried about doomsday. I'm worried about the rules and the rights of why so many adults, I've just turned 35. So many adults have allowed them to modify the food. This food was modified before I was born. Nobody before I was born had seeds in the bananas. They had micro seeds in the bananas. They had been modifying food before I was born. You know, when you see the Mexicans out there working in the field with the vegetables, they're just doing a job. They're only doing what the government allowed them to do. That's it. I need you to grow these seeds. No, don't grow none of them seeds. Burn them. Throw them away. I need you to grow these seeds. I need you to grow this papaya without seeds. I'm serious. So there we have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.